Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Dear Darling, and shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today on the first of many, well, probably I should say the first of many pre-recorded episodes for Animal Crossing, because I am on holiday right now, so you've got past Dear Darling to deal with. I mean, technically every time you watch a video it's past Dear Darling, but you know, let's not really get into a minutiae of that. It doesn't really matter. But yes, today is my first day of a holiday, and I will be gone for 2 weeks, if you're wondering. So I am back on probably the 19th of March. So all of this stuff will be, I don't know, maybe it'll be super dated. You might be watching this and be like, oh, why is Dear Darling talking about that? That's super dated. But anyway, this is where Isabel would be like, hello everyone, today, right now it's 8:04 p.m. on Sunday the 5th of March 2023. I forgot the year. Yeah, obviously it's not right now. Right now it's 25th of February, because I'm recording this in advance, as I said, and we are basically doing Happy in Paradise customizations. And honestly, I'm gonna warn you. Well, warn you per se is not really the right word, but I'm just going to tell you now about these Happy in Paradise customizations. These ones you've got coming up are probably going to be extraordinarily rapid fire. I'm not going to spend too much time on them because they're just kind of sort of here to fill the gap, and I don't have as much time as I'd like to pre-record these episodes. These are the sort of episodes I wanted to... I remember when I planned this out in my head, I was like, I'm going to start pre-recording these episodes on the start of February. But then I didn't, which I technically did. I started pre-recording all my series, like started doing like huge amounts of, I was just turning off my tablet there, of my series episodes, like from the 1st of February. But it's taken me a long time to get all series up pre-recorded up until my entire holiday time. So Animal Crossing is obviously the last one to do so. So let's see, we've got Julian, I forgot your name, I always forget your name, it's like Tybolt or something, but it's not Tybolt, because Tybolt's that blonde tiger instead. So yeah, we are like here kind of last minute, I suppose. Well, not last minute, we still got like a week or so, which is not really last minute, but we've got a while, and where I'm just like, I need to record some of these episodes. I mean, honestly, I could have just skipped these all out and just gone on holiday and been like, yeah, I'm not going to pre-record anything, but I like to, you know, it kind of feels like a sense of pride and accomplishment keeping the streak going, so I feel like I might as well. So yeah, they're all going to be very quick customizations. I can't imagine we're going to be more than 30 minutes. So I'm just going to have a quick look at seeing which one of these I want to particularly do. That seems like fun. Home floating in the sky. Because we're going to be doing about 3 of them or so right now. So, you know, they're going to be fast. They're going to be rapid. They're going to feel a little bit different from previous Happy in Paradise customizations. It's just what I'm going to warn you now. I'm going to have to warn you at the start of every single episode. Because you're probably going to, like, tune into them and be like, why is Dear Darling, why does she sound like she's why does she sound like she's in such a rush compared to all her other ones? Let's be here, why not? That's generally the answer, is because I don't want these to take up a super long time, because I'm going to be recording like 2 of these every single day for the next week, to try and make up for it. And tomorrow, basically what I'm planning is hopefully I can record about 2 or 3 now, and then maybe I'll record like 6 tomorrow. 6 seems like a bit lot. I don't know how many I'm going to record tomorrow, but I'm going to record a lot tomorrow to try and get the bulk of it out of the way, and then I'll record 1 each day next week, and that will hopefully tide me over, because I should have really started recording these like way ages ago. So if they seem rushed, that's the reason why. And eventually, you know, we might even have episodes which might not even feature Happy in Paradise customizations, because they kind of just take a while. So we're going to be really rapid fire. They're not going to be the most grandiose customizations. I'm not going to choose super unique customization ideas or anything like that. I'm just going to do ones which I feel like I can sort of just bash out, you know. And not in a bad way, you know. I'm still going to put, you know, my due diligence and care in. They're just going to be sort of like very instinctual ones, I think, instead. So I'm just trying to think what I'm imagining for this one. I'm imagining 6x8 for no real particular reason at all. Mainly it's because I want this piano sort of center stage. Skywall and cloud forming is exactly what I was picturing. This is a bit bright, so maybe this might be what we go with. No, you got Cloud9 Chalet. I think we should be using Cloud9. I obviously want a blue and purplish and white customization sort of colour scheme, I think, going on. Let's do purple, actually, because I'll have a better but I'll probably have a better contrast, I think, with the walls. So I'm just trying to think where this should go. Because I want it, you walking in, and then Julian is here just like playing the piano sort of like majestically in the centre of a room. And obviously we're going to use these stars, but these ones I think we can make blue because they're not so close to the wall, but I think we can have a little bit of a divergence from that colour scheme. I don't know if Starry Skies rug is going to work all that well. It doesn't work great. Earth rug? Basically, I want this to be so cheesy. I want you to look at this and be like, this kid, like, what is he doing? Why is this the room he chooses to live in? I want you to roll your eyes at this sort of thing and be like, this is so overly dramatic in terms of a customization. Like, why would anyone live in this house? That's basically my aim. Because, I mean, look at him. He looks like someone who's super dramatic. He looks like someone who's about to take things up to, like, a theatrical masterpiece of a level for no apparent reason. I did imagine these vines as well, actually, but I'm not really sure if I want to put them inside a house or outside a house. I think I'm going to go with outside a house. The glowing moon's a nice idea, actually. Just sort of behind the piano, just as sort of like a backdrop. Because this is one which very much screams to me, we want it to be scenic. We don't want it to be practical, we want it to be scenic. So we are gonna put a Lily record player in, because we do need something to be playing music. This one I think will probably blend in best. What song is this? KK Dub. Alright, sure, I guess. Reference sheet? What? Valiant statue I think we'll put outside. As all some of these other things. We want things to feel mystical and magical up here. You know, like he swept you to like heaven, this is paradise. And then part of me is very tempted to make everything entirely symmetrical, but I don't think that's a way forward. I think we can afford a little bit of asymmetry just to keep things a little bit interesting. I don't know if a beanstalk actually has a... Oh no, we could put a harpin. The harps are probably a better call than my initial plan, which was to put in the beanstalk. But now we're just going to scatter star fragments everywhere, I think. That's what I've got in mind. I'm like, bada bing, bada boom. You know, I've got a vision. Basically, you know, when I'm saying I'm doing things rapid fire, I'm basically just going my first vision. Like, the initial thing I thought of in my mind when I saw this prompt, that's literally what we're going to go with. And this is basically exactly what I pictured in my mind, was like a load of star fragments. He would be sparkling. I'm like imagining, you know... what's his name? Tamaki, I think, from Oran High School Host Club. Like that sort of vibes, you know. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then sorry, I guess. But it's he's very sort of like, he's trying to be a prince. He's trying to be like the sort of person who like whisk you away, like grab you by the hand and like, you know, kiss you lightly on the hand and then bring you to like a wonderland, that sort of thing. Make the person he's courting swoon. That's basically the sort of vibes we're trying to go for. Hello. Right stick clicking. Oh, that doesn't work on the screen. I forgot. Despite the fact the button is still there. It's a shame that the right stick click doesn't work on that thing, but so be it. We are going to have blue lights at the back, purple lights at the front. Hold on, we should be cyan, not blue. Now I think about it a little bit more. It's actually interesting they don't use the word cyan. I didn't really realise that, but so be it. Just to make things feel a bit dramatic, let's make this purple. And that's basically what I had in mind. It's a bit empty though. I kind of want some more vertical variation. So I'm just sort of trying to think internally in my head. What can I do to introduce some vertical variation in this? And I think the beanstalks are the answer, but also a bit of I kind of worry they're not going to fit in aesthetically with what's going on. So I think the answer to that is actually, let's move everything forward a little bit, get rid of that, and actually put them in the corner. And I know the general consensus is you don't put baby in the corner. I don't even know where that's from, I'm going to be honest. I just know it's a phrase, which is probably referenced in some movie at some point. And the fact I don't know it is going to make some person who watched that movie when it first came out feel very, very old. Because I like the idea of a beanstalk basically reaching up from the sky. Maybe we should do it like this. Oh, no, I genuinely didn't know you could put those on the seats, but that does make sense. This is basically, I kind of want to channel similar vibes that I channeled during whoever's Fairy Tale Wonderland customization we did. I forgot whose it is, like Canberra? It's not Melba's? I think it's Melba's. It's perhaps a few too many, so let's redistribute the star fragments. Just so we got a bit of room, you know? And I think the beanstalks give a good sort of sense of scale. You look at it and be like, whoa, we must be like really high up in the sky or something if the beanstalks are like reaching up through the sky to greet us, you know? So So something like this, I think. My only concern with this is that this looks very formulaic because it's very symmetrical. So I'm just sort of being like, how can I break up the symmetry a little bit? And I think by putting some stars here in the front, I think it helps break it up a little bit. I think that looks better, actually. Now, I'm picturing you in a white tuxedo. I don't actually know if that's recommended items. In the bridal tuxedo. Wait, royal shirt's not bad. Oh, a chiton. Chiton? I don't know how you say this. That's a very cool idea, actually. Like, I don't know if that's actually the Greek tunic. I'm going to be honest, I don't really know my history, but... Oh, yeah, okay, that's perfect. You look like a Greek god or something. And I want to put something... Maybe not shades. I want to put something in your hair, like a flower or like a light-up star. I don't think we have star as an option. You know what would be best is, I think, if we had... what's it called? You know, like the olive wreath. That would be amazing, but I don't think that's an option in Animal Crossing, unfortunately. Oh, that doesn't look very good, surprisingly. It gets rid of your horn. So I think I'll go with a hair clip like this. Perfect. You look like a Greek god. The Greek god of, like, I don't know, courtships, romance, and... Maybe I'm projecting a bit too much on Julian. Maybe that's not what you are at all like. I don't really know, but which of these looks most temple like? Like that probably does. But that sort of evokes like Eastern temple vibes, which is not what we want. We kind of want Western ones with like a Greek palace. But I don't know if we can really evoke that feeling. It's a bit of a shame. I guess we kind of need like a stone exterior. Soft blues, I think, will probably work. And then we change it to nighttime. Damn, I'm like so efficient right now, I feel like. It's been like 12 minutes. This might be on track for like literally the fastest customization I've done. Which is weird to think about. Part of me wants to change a season. At least to spring, I think. But I was considering winter there in my head, but then I was like, no, that's me just being a slave, I think, to the palette ideas I've got going on. It'd be nice if we could choose a one which, yeah, had the Aurora Borealis. No, it doesn't. It has a faint aurora, but... Cloudy skies? Isn't it kind of weird how some of them are just cloudy, but some are just straight up rainy? I think I like that one best. So we're going to put you back here, and it's going to feel like... We want it to feel like a Hall of the Gods, basically. It was not really what I was going for initially, but, you know, it's sort of what it's, like, changed into. Because I feel like he would be extra enough to want something like this, right? I don't know if fencing makes sense, but I don't know if we have a fencing grand enough for you. So I think probably what we're going to do is we're going to do a sand path up to here. But this is how we sneak in. Oh, and let's just make it free wide, actually, you know. Symmetry be damned. We don't need symmetry. Something like this. And then I kind of want you to move out of the way, because we're going to line this place with statues. Now I'm going to have a the winged valiant statues, I think, towards the outside. No, actually, we should have them here. Yes, perfect. Ooh, there's not enough space on that side. Maybe not. Maybe they can be forward a little bit. And then we'll have another pair, I think, just here. And this is a case where I probably would actually use the fake statues, just so we can have one like of a little bit of symmetry, one with the other leg being raised up, you know, which is a rare case, a use case, I think, of them. I don't know which one's a fake one. Okay, so this is a fake one. I got rid of the wrong one. So we do this. We put you this side. And then we'll put you, I think, here. Have a raised leg be on the outside. Just to have a bit of symmetry going on. So it's like, oh yeah, I can see what you're going for. And then I think we're going to reuse the beanstalks. Again, as I said before, I don't really like reusing furniture items. But when we have such a niche selection in the first place, it makes it pretty hard to not reuse them. And this gives a good sense of scale, I think. Of like otherworldliness. And like, whoa, we must be like in the clouds or something. You know what, actually, we don't need as many of these. I think actually pillars probably work better, don't we? As soon as I saw these, I was like, sorry, I don't want to play with you anymore, beanstalks. But pillars actually makes perfect sense. So what we're going to do is have pillars lining a path. We're going to remove the beanstalks, and the angels will still be here. They'll just be moved backwards a little bit. So something like this, is that too close? That might be a bit too close. I'm not vibing with it. So I think we're going to do something like this. And then I think we're going to shift it all down just to get the distribution of the columns a bit more fairly done. And let's rotate the vines a little bit. Just so not every single pillar looks exactly the same. I don't really want broken pillars. And ruined arch I don't think looks great, IMO. So this is where we put the vine back in, I think. Okay, so we have angels here. Sort of just greeting. No, actually, you know what? I changed my mind about these angels. I think we should have the other statues greeting. Not this one. Like this one. I don't know what the fake one has different, I'm going to be honest. But we can have a fake one there and a real one here. Because there are no fakers in the land of the beloved, you know? Everyone here is welcome. And because we want to add a little bit of asymmetry in here just to make things a little bit more visually interesting, we'll put a robust statue that side, and we'll put some giant vines in the corner here, and then one in the other corner, not the corner, the edge over there, just to fill up the space. And then the rest of the ground, I think, actually we'll move this down here, I think we'll fill up with like star lamps and star fragments. I don't think we want to put the moon again. Let's keep the moon as something special, which we only see inside. But this stuff, let's basically use these as we would use the star fragments inside, just to keep things a bit visually interesting. You know? So it's not too dissimilar to some of the customizations I've done before, like Timber's one, I feel like had a similar sort of theme, but it was called the Starry Sanctuary, I think, Timber's one, so, you know, can you really blame me for using all the star fragments? And surprisingly, I didn't use as many as the Zodiac fragments as I feel like maybe should necessarily be necessary, but I'm going for a very specific vibe here, I think. It's very anime, I feel. That was so fast. That was 17 minutes. That's insanely quick. But I mean, that just kind of happens, I suppose, when you're basically kind of rushing through. Now, I think sparkles might actually work here better than fuzzly pups, because the focus is on you, Julian. So that's kind of what I want. I think I'm done. Let us just make sure, because I don't think we should definitely put in the entranceway, and I think I want healing. Oh, space? No, that feels creepy. Healing as that. No light. I think we're done. I think that's legitimately it. What do you think about that, Julian? Your name's not Julian, but Julian. I think you can do something a bit more interesting, but I think this vibe is also fine. Let's see. Wikipedia Julian. Just give it up because I often bring these up when I'm actually doing the metadata for the videos. Julian Cloud9 Chalet. I guess I didn't really build him a house, which is kind of what he was asking for now I think about it. Oh! I didn't do any ceiling things. I should have definitely done the hanging vines as a ceiling thing. Actually, that's a good point. Like, this customization uses a marble furniture rather than using ruined furniture, which does fit a bit better. In retrospect, I didn't really give him a chalet. I just kind of gave him like a godly plane of existence, which you might argue is better than a chalet. I'm actually looking at the other ones and being like, you know what? I should have definitely added more to this. I kind of regret not adding some of this stuff, because this stuff looks really good. But again, this is a sort of thing where I think the more time you spend on it, the more you'll get out of it. And it's just unfortunate that this happened at a time where I'm sort of like, not speed running necessarily, but I'm basically going off pure instinct for my customizations. But I will say, I definitely regret not putting in the vines. That feels like a really dumb decision in retrospect. But we'll do this. I think we'll put a bit of a filter on. I kind of like you playing the piano better, I'm going to be honest. Oh well. Because I want to make you feel mystical. I want to make you feel like a god. A deity. Beyond human comprehension. So you go back to playing like chopsticks on the piano. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. I'm so used to pressing that button. Stop that. Start playing a piano again. Cinematic. No! Oh my god. It's because I pressed the wrong button. As soon as you like refresh your instance, they start trying to do something else, which is never what I want. But I'm going to make her such an extra photo so it actually feels a lot better. So you put a bit of a Dutch tilt on it. No. No, I want your hands down, out of your face, you know? Perfect. That's a shot we want. Where he's like gracefully putting down his hoofs as he's playing. How do you play piano with hoofs? Now I think about it. It seems certainly quite difficult, but there you go, Julian. Julian, can we talk to you? Hey, buddy. What have we done? I do really regret not playing the vines, and the vines definitely would have made it look good. Not just look good, but look even better. But yet again, I feel like I've done that quite a lot. But the vines and drapery, I'm actually really surprised now I'm looking at it. I completely forgot about the marble columns. I think that would probably have been made a lot more sense in ruined columns, but oh well, you know. We're keeping these short and sweet, you know. But this is basically 2 weeks where we're experimenting with short and sweet customizations. So, you know, let's roll with it, you know. Let's roll with it. Anyway, I'm going to round this episode off here. So, you know, here's the first of 14. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Twitter, Discord down below. Hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.